Hey there. How are you all doing today? See Mark, I see Chad. I'm Jamey, as usual, from Stonemaier Games, and I'm here to play round 3, the final round of Rolling Realms Game 77. I hope you're having a great Friday. If you're Mark, it's already Saturday, I'm guessing. Mark, I hope Saturday, the future is good. And yeah, today we're playing with 3 promo realms. We're playing with Parks, Crusaders, and Skoventyr. Skoventyr, realm and game designed by Morten Monrad Peterson, our Automa Factory lead here at Stonemaier Games. I'm just going to jump right in. I'll talk about them as I go, but I think we can just jump right in. I see Garrett. Yeah, Mark says it's Saturday at 5 a.m. Chad says it's snowing where he is. That's cool. All right, let's just jump right in. See how we do here. A 6 and 2. Yesterday I rolled 1s and 3s almost exclusively, and so hopefully that'll be a little bit different today. So let's see what we're doing with these 2s and 6s here. So in Parks, we're using numbers. We're just basically moving from left to right, and you can go as far as you want to the right. There's a few things with costs, but as you can't go back, you can't backtrack. So a 6 is a decent start. It's not a coin, but it is a decent start because we're getting 2 resources there. 6 is actually a little thinking here because that would get us a coin. For Crusaders, we're using a number in an incomplete. Okay, so all the wedges start incomplete. So I would say, like, okay, I'm going to use a 6, and then I would scratch off a space in the 6, and then scratch off another one, and then another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. Yeah, I want to make sure. Yeah, so you're writing that. Now you're starting in that number, and you're scratching off that number of hexes. So a 6 is really good. High numbers are good in Crusaders. We're crossing off a lot of things. That would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I believe you get the reward. Where do you get the reward? Do we ever say in here that where you get the reward? To gain the benefit. Okay, that's the benefit. Gain the coin. So 6 is actually good in Crusaders too. And then in Skoventyr, we're assigning a number less than or equal to the number of remaining trees. Yeah, this is a complex one, but it is pretty clever. Hey, Ian, I'm glad you can join us as well today. So let's see. In Skoventyr, less than or equal to the number of trees. So there are 6 trees right now, so I could use the 6. We'll outline that number of circles and gain the benefit. So if I filled up all the way to here, I'd gain 1 heart. Then I'd mark as many outlined circles as the number you landed on or cross off 1 tree. Interesting. So landing on a 5 could be pretty good there, although landing on one of these low numbers could also be nice. Some good choices here. Actually, some tough choices. If I do the 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so the 3 is pretty sweet here in Crusaders. I'm trying to think if there's any way they get a coin. I think I should use the 6 in Skoventyr, though. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gain a heart, and then I mark as many outline zeros as the number you landed on. So I landed on a 5, and so I'll mark off all of these. And that means I don't have to mark off a tree, which lets me use bigger numbers here in Skoventyr. I haven't done Parks or Crusaders yet. I don't have a coin, so I can't just create a number yet. The 2 in Crusaders would be 2 hearts, which is pretty good, which actually would let me duplicate the 6 over in Parks, which would be great. So let's do that. Let's do 1, 2. I gain 2 hearts from Parks. And so if I want to copy a 6 from Crusaders, I can use that in Parks. Is it worth getting a 6 here? I think it might be. It's very early to use this resources in this way, but I'm going to use a 6. So cross that off, circle this, and gain a pumpkin and a coin. That coin will be useful later. Okay, sorry, long first turn. I see some comments. I'll get to them in 1 second. Let me just roll and get a 4 and a 3. This is possibly the best combination to copy with 2 coins if you're going to use 2 coins in that way. Garrett has a new digital game recommendation, Drop Duchy, roguelike deck builder that is essentially Carcassonne meets Tetris. That sounds cool. Wow, Drop Duchy. Okay, let me make a note of that because I'm going to forget it if I don't write it down. Drop Duchy Steam. That's how I find things on Steam. Awesome. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I'll check it. Oh, I've seen Maybe I've seen an ad for this. Might already be on my wish list or something. Cool. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Garrett. That looks awesome. And Chad says, just watch the Dice Tower top 10 through 1 video. The people had Wingspan at number 2, Scythe at number 4, and Viticulture at number 7. I appreciate the people for saying that. That's really cool. Did Wormspan creep up the list at all? Where's Wormspan on that list? If it was on there. Okay, 4 and a 3. 3 is really good in Crusaders because we're getting 2 coins from it. Yeah, I'm really tempted to do that. Why don't we do that? I'll just go for it. 1, 2, 3, and get 2 coins. I like that a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 would mean that I have to mark off a tree, but I get a couple benefits from Skoventyr if I do that. Moving just 1 in Skoventyr isn't great. I think you generally want to write down bigger numbers. So let's see if a 1 is useful in parks. It's kind of useful over here. I could get a nice benefit right there. Yeah, why don't I do that? Why don't I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't cross off 6 circles, and so I have to cross off a tree, fill in a tree, but I do get a pumpkin and a heart, and then I'll create a 1 to cross this off. And I could go down a different parks path if I wanted to. I'm choosing not to do that yet and get those benefits. All right, turn 3. A 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6. Let's see. Ian says he shared that news on Discord as well. Chad said, if Trekking Through History played up to 5 players, would you have considered it if pitched to Stonemaier Games? Interesting question. I did enjoy Trekking Through History, although I must say after playing it, I haven't thought a lot about it since then. Like I was like, okay, this is a fun game, but it wasn't one that I was eager to get back to and play again. So I don't know. So probably not. But that isn't a knock on the game at all. Garrett says he thinks Tapestry might have been in the top 50. He didn't recall seeing Wormspan there. And Ian says you forgot to mark off the starting circle in Skoventyr on your first turn. Oh, thank you, Ian. That saves me a circle. Thank you very much. So this one is just a blank circle right now. So does that mean I don't have to write off that tree? That's true. Okay, yeah. Ian just saved me a tree. So I could potentially use this 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would actually work. Ian, you're the man. That does help. Yeah, why not? Let's go for a 6 there. Get to save another tree right there. And I get a bunch of benefits along the way. I already got those 2. So I get a coin, a star, and a heart. Coin, a heart. But I do now have to cross off 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have 1 remaining. Morton would be proud if you were watching. A 4. 4 over here would just be a pumpkin. So not the best place to start, but it is a bigger number, which is nice. And a 4 over here in parks. What would I get from a 4? I'd have to skip over that. I don't like there. 4 isn't great in parks, I have to say. Because I don't want to skip over a star if I could help it. And starting next turn, I need to start to get stars every turn in parks. But I don't have to do that this turn. The question is, do I manipulate that 4 into a 3? And that I don't know. Okay, let's go for, just so I can do something here, I will go ahead and manipulate that 4 into a 3 using pumpkins. Or a 5. It could be a 5 as well. And sure, let's just go for it. I won't fully do the math here. I will just circle this one and get a star out of it. And that leaves me with nothing done in Crusaders. So I'll just create a 1 value and cross that off just so I have something here. I'll regain those pumpkins. All right, turn 4. Time to start getting stars from parks. Here's a 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. Garrett has to head out. Garrett, good seeing you. Have a great weekend. Are you all doing anything this weekend, gaming related or otherwise? I think I'm probably playing disc golf tomorrow and playing games on Sunday afternoon. Nothing specifically on Sunday afternoon, but just games. I know I'm playing games. And today I'm probably playing a few prototypes, at least one prototype, maybe two prototypes if I have it in me. 5 and a 3. Again, I really like the 3 in Crusaders, so I'm tempted to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a tree marked off if I did that in Skoventyr. So maybe not that. 6 would save me a tree again if I bump that 5 up to a 6. And then I have 3 hearts now. I could copy it as well. And then a 3. I wanted that 3. So why don't I use the 3 here? 1, 2, right there in Parks. So that's the 3. I might copy one of these numbers. They're both good numbers. But I think I will I'll turn that 5 into a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to cross off 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then make sure I don't forget the rewards. 2 stars, 1 pumpkin, 1 heart. Skoventyr is rather generous if you're getting those big numbers. And now the question is what to copy. Do I copy the 5 or the 3? Because this is happening in Crusaders. The 3 is just really tempting not to, although I need big numbers eventually in Crusaders if I'm going to start to fill up these triangles, or these wedges. That's how you get stars in Crusaders. You have to fill in wedges. I can't resist those 2 coins. I'm going for it. I'm going to copy the 3. I'm going to copy the 3 and go 1, 2, 3 and gain 2 more coins. We'll see how that works out. Once you fill up one of these wedges, you do get to skip it over it, rondelle style, as you keep on moving around the table. All right, turn 5. A 4 and a 3 again. Same as turn 2. 4 and a 3. Ian says that he's playing Trekking the World 2nd edition and then playing a prototype for an upcoming Kickstarter game. Chad says it looks like Wormspan did not make it to the top 100 people's list. And Mark says, is the Parks realm going to have a different background in future printings because of the 2nd edition? Probably, Mark. If we needed to reprint Parks, we would probably reprint the background. It's really hard to see like what the background is. It isn't adding or taking away anything from it, but we probably have to do that. Yeah. 4 and a 3 here. Let's see. 4 is pretty good in Parks. I know the 3 is good in Crusaders. 4 could get me. So I need to get a star in Parks. So there's the 4 probably. Yeah. Let's put the 4 right here. It does cost me a heart, but I have a heart to spend. And that is another star. So I'm done with that path in Parks. The 3, I could get more coins from Crusaders. You know I love those coins. And Skoventyr could also be... Actually, I have some time to spare in Skoventyr. I don't know if I need to really rush at this point. But 3, I do kind of like the 3. It would cost me a tree. I'm going to keep going with these 3s in Crusaders. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 more coins. And then maybe I'll use... Do I want to use any of those coins? I can do it on a future turn, and I have a little bit of time. I'll bide my time in Skoventyr. I've used some big numbers there. Okay, turn 6. A 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5. Where does that get me over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, I'm probably crossing off a tree in Skoventyr, unless I get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 would have me not. In fact, I don't know if I've ever played Skoventyr without crossing off a tree, so maybe I'll try to go for that just for an intrinsic goal. 5 and a 2. I probably need to start to speed up on Crusaders. So let's see if I can use, although I need a 5 there. Yeah, no, I got to use it in Parks. There's the 5. Another star. As I said, I need stars on every turn in Parks. So now I need a 6 and a 1 on future turns. Although, did I miss a turn? 5 and 3. Maybe I'm ahead of my pace in Parks. Yeah, maybe I might be one turn ahead on Parks. Didn't realize that. So I think we're okay there. I will do that. I'll keep the 5 there just because I've written it. The 2, let's go 1, 2, and get 2 hearts. And in Skoventyr, I said I wanted to wait for a 6. And I still have a little bit of time, unless I forgot to write down some numbers, but I think we're on the right track here. So I'll wait one more turn. Seems like I'm pushing my luck a little bit here. Here's a 2 and a 6 on turn 7. Let me know if I forgot anything with those of you who are watching along, but I think we're on turn 7. I think so. Yeah. Confirm. Let me know, just in case I missed something. 6 and 2. Okay, I wanted the 6 in Skoventyr. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means I still don't have to cross off a tree. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I gain 2 stars and a coin. I have so many unspent coins here. Mark confirms we're on turn 7. Thanks, Mark. Good in Skoventyr. Crusaders, if I do a 2 here, then I could copy a 6, and I do need a 6 over in Parks. Is that the way to go? I'm really cutting my time short for actually filling up Crusaders. I'll need big numbers to do it, but I have so many coins at this point that it might be possible. So let's do it. I could also just use a 1 in Crusaders and use those pumpkins later. Nah, let's go for it. We're here. Actually, I could use a 1 in Parks as well. Oh, what do I do? Do I use the 2 and then copy the 6, or do I just mark a 1 and use the 2 in Crusaders and save that 6 for the future? 1 is easy for me to get on any turn. So while I have the 6 and I know I can copy it, let's go 1, 2, give me 2 hearts. I have to cross off 3 of them to copy the 6 and use that in Parks. Cross off the pumpkin 2, cost me a pumpkin. To cross off all of these to get that star. So now I just need a 1. That's the easiest one to get. It actually will take potentially 2 coins because it costs a coin, and then I would be using a coin to create that 1. All right, number 8, turn 8. A 2 and a 3. Yes, this is what I was planning for, just in case I was going to roll low on my final 2 turns. Chad says Expeditions was Mike's 20, Sides was his 21, Tapestry 36. Sorry if you didn't want all those numbers. Yeah, I don't look at those rankings generally, although it's a little separate category than a review. Mark says he's at max 12 coins. He's never done that before. Well done, Mark. Hopefully you get to actually use them too. 2 and a 3. So I can't use the 3 wedge in Crusaders anymore. I can finish off, in fact, Skoventyr, all I need is a 1 to get the final star. 3 would be exactly enough to get the remaining things. That could be nice. And 3, I can't start in a 3 wedge on Crusaders anyway. At least I don't think so. Yeah, if you can't, yeah, you have to use the number in an incomplete wedge. So I can't use the 3 here. I need a 1 there. I can do that on any turn. So why don't I use the 3? 1, 2, 3 to get star, coin. Skoventyr is complete. Then the 2 isn't great. So one thing I could do is create a really big number here and hope to roll another big number in Crusaders to try to zip around this circle and fill in a bunch of stuff. And that might be the way to go at this point. The 2, at least in Parks, I could use to get up to this heart. Why don't I do that? Get up to that heart. So 2 hearts now. Maybe that will be useful. But now I'm going to create a 5, a 6. Let's go with the biggest number I can. I'm allowed to create a 6. Someone asked me the other day, Share D asked a good question. Can you create a number that is not found on a die? And no, unless the realm specifies you're allowed to do that, the only numbers you can create are 1 through 6. Chad says he's still waiting for me to roll a 1 and 3 like yesterday. I hope not. Oh, so here's another coin. So getting another coin from Crusaders. 1, 2, 3. Skip over that. 4, 5, 6. That helped out. We'll see how the final turn goes. I might need some doubling up, and I don't have any pumpkins to gain, so that could be tough. A 1 and a 6. This actually could get a little interesting. Because say hypothetically, it's not going to actually do that much. This wouldn't do all that much, but I could use the 1 in Crusaders to get 2 more pumpkins, which would let me use another die in Crusaders, which could be helpful. But at this point, probably I'm filling in not enough. I'm not filling in enough to really make a difference in Crusaders. So I really need like a big number and pumpkins, but I don't have the pumpkins. So yeah, not much I can do about that. But at least I can use the 1 over here in Parks. It does cost me a coin, so I want to make sure I have that coin. I used the natural 1, getting that. Crusaders, unfortunately, we're getting another coin out of it. I would love a pumpkin instead, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm really close. I took a little bit too much time in Crusaders to fill in those dots. I went with the smaller numbers, which is the temptation. That is the temptation of the design in Crusaders. Get more resources from the small numbers, but you lose out on filling in all the spots. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I use both numbers. I don't have pumpkins. I have extra resources. I have 6 extra resources, and I only filled in 1 here. So 13.6 for me. Let me know how you scored in comparison to that in the comments here. Mark says the last round is cursed with 3s and 1s. Indeed, especially literally the last round. In this game, the last turn. This was fun. This is a fun combination of realms. Really very generous. 3 generous realms, which I do like having a mix of tighter realms and more generous realms in Rolling Realms in general. Mark got 16.1. That's a great score, Mark. Well done. Chad, good game to you too. I hope you all have a delightful weekend. Charity, here's Charity. I got a 14.5. Well done. Well done. Yeah, this is great. 18.3 for Ian. Wow. He was able to use the 1 in Crusaders and then get the pumpkins to use the 6 to fill it in. He had 4 coins and a heart to use for his final park spot. Well done, Ian. Very impressive. Thank you all for hanging out. Again, have a great weekend, and I will see you hopefully next Wednesday for the live cast, but maybe in a month for the next live play. Take care. Bye.